Apostle Marriner W. Merrill was the next speaker. The substance of what he said was as follows. I hope to have your attention that you may hear what I have to say. This position is not to me a desirable one. I am not here of my own choice. May the Lord favor me with his good spirit, that what I may say may be of profit. I have felt that if there ever was a time when saints needed the testimony of Jesus, it is now. The saints need that witness for themselves, that they may understand the revelations as given from time to time. There was one given to President Taylor in 1882. It directed that all the quorums should be fully organized and that the families of the saints set in order. This was that the priesthood and people might be preserved. We could hardly realize the importance of the word of the Lord in that relation at that time. We can see it now. Events since then required the saints to know for themselves of the divinity of this great work. There is more or less fault-finding and complaining against each other among the people. When this is the case, we should consider this matter, for the Lord has spoken on this subject, and said we must forgive one another. It is written concerning the disciples of old, that there were envyings and strifes among them, and they forgave not each other in their hearts, and were severely chastened in consequence. There may have been an outward form of reconciliation, but they forgave not one another inwardly, and were in consequence afflicted and sorely chastened. He who will not forgive his brother stands condemned, and there remains in him the greater sin. The speaker related an incident wherein one man refused to forgive another, although the brother against whom he entertained feelings asked for forgiveness, and requested to know what he could do to regain his goodwill. Resuming his comments, Brother Merrill said, Is there anybody here who feels thus? If so, he stands under condemnation and lies under the greater sin. We ought to cease our fault-finding, and seek the Lord in fervent prayer, morning, noon, and evening. There is no other proper course for saints. We must carry our religion into the actions of our lives. We must forgive one another as we desire to be forgiven. If we do not, God will not hear our prayers. He will be slow to answer our supplications. This evil is more or less prevalent. It keeps the people away from their meetings. The time is now when we should live according to the light of the Holy Spirit, that the Lord may favor us. When this is done, let us set our quorums and our houses in order, and the peace of the Lord will be with us. We should fulfill our obligations and covenants with each other. Some of the people are living beyond their means and fail to meet their engagements at a proper time. This is a cause of much ill feeling. My policy has always been to pay as I go. Do not incur financial obligations. Do not mortgage your homes unless some circumstances exist that demand you should do so. Payday always comes around. It is easy to sign a note, but when it matures, the one who gives it is sometimes unable to redeem it. It is contemptible for a man to take advantage of the laws of limitations and hide behind that statute by refusing to redeem a note or pay a book account when they are outlawed. If you can't pay for what you want, do without it. We have seen all the evils of mortgaging homes. Thousands of farmers in the East have done so and have lost their property. It will not do for the saints to thus bring themselves into bondage. Many of our young people think they cannot get married because they cannot provide a fashionable home. This not only applies to the people of Salt Lake City, but largely to those throughout the church. The tendency toward extravagance is increasing and is wrong. The saints have good credit. When engaged on railroad construction contracts in the past, I have been asked by businessmen who have been asked to let wagons and supplies go on credit, whether the person desiring the accommodation were Mormons. Said they, if they are, it will be all right, as they will pay their debts. We are more ready to pay others than our brethren. We should pay without distinction everybody. But the better way is not to purchase until we have the ability to pay down. It is good to be a free people financially. This status can be maintained by our living within our means. The policy of extravagance is all wrong. This country will be a land of Zion to all those who live within their means, pay their tithing, and offer their prayers morning, noon, and night. That class will always be impressed with the will of the Lord when it comes through his servants. I was recently in the East, and I know that what Brother Cannon stated about the moral condition of the people there is strictly correct. Brother Merrill bore testimony to the truth of the gospel, concluded by saying, God bless you. Look after your dead and live your religion.